Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long goes 1975. A YouTuber on the rise, reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Long goes 1975.
This is Stunt Car Racer on the Amstrad CPC, released by MicroStar in 1989, which is a subsidiary company from Microprose. But if you were North American, it was released by Microplay. This was a big deal back in the day because it was a vector graphics 3D car racing game that, unlike hard driving, especially on these 8-bits, had an actual frame rate. Particularly impressive on the Commodore 64, which struggles supposedly at 3D and vector graphic games. I played this on the Spectrum, which is absolutely banging. I played this on the Amiga, which is absolutely banging. And unlike many other games, the 8-bits are just as good and as playable as the 16-bits. He says that. I've not played the Amstrad version yet, so I don't know if this is a port or a lazy port of the ZX Spectrum. I'm guessing it's not, because it says Amstrad 128K disc version, and it's the extended version. What's extended about it, I don't know. I do know that there is no music, which is a bit poor. Maybe it's just like a loading stage thing. This got brilliant reviews across all the boards. And on the Amiga and the Atari ST, couldn't you link the machines up? In fact, couldn't you link an Amiga to an Atari ST? I don't know. I might have dreamt that. Anyway, 3 for user-defined keys or stick. Right, now, the Amstrad games, I don't know if it's an emulation thing. I'm playing this on my Super Console X. I'm going to play this game with keys, not risking it with the pad. But I can't always go with keys champion. Secure up, A down, left, P right, M, not space, M, fire. So I'm going to go with E up, E up, E up, lad. D down, I left, O right, and N fire. Press fire to continue, escape to choose again. I think I'm happy. Right, for Amstrad mono monitor, part of me wants to click that to see what happens, but also I can't be bothered because I'm already making this video. 2 for colour monitor. So, right, well, no, the Amstrad wasn't in North America. I was going to ask, if it was in North America, did they take the... Well, no, if it was in America, because Canada spells words properly because they're Commonwealth, you know, like us spelling words properly. But if it was in America, they'd take the U out, wouldn't they? But then it's not. There was no Amstrad in America. Their loss. So that's a pointless point there. 2 for colour monitor. Thank you for letting me know that I selected colour monitor when you asked me to press a button for said colour monitor. Fire. N. Right. And then single player league, multiplayer, define keys. Right. So we're going to go with single player league. Was there a practice option? There was a practice option. Right. Going to put my name in. Because... Oh no, hang on. Caps, you know, enter. Right, so drawbridge, ski jump, hot rod, whiz kid, and bad guy. Apparently no one has real names in this game apart from I. Roller coaster, high jump, big ramp, stepping stones, humpback, little ramp. Oh, we're in that one. So this is the league. So I started, makes sense. I'm at the bottom because I'm the newbie. Don't expect to see too much because I do suck at this game. Well, no, I'm alright on the Spectrum. But it's here to see how it compares. Apologies for the background noises. I do live on the business road in the West Country and it's tanking down outside, so apparently that means no one can actually drive. Right, so Hall of Fame, practice, start the racing season. I'm going to jump straight in with start the racing season. Right, so fire. And then I only found this out a few years ago, even though it says it at the bottom of the screen. See the little ramp, steer to rotate. It's not what you think. I just pressed fire, never mind. Anyway, that red thing around the side of the screen is actually like the thing that holds the windscreen. You know, your car body basically. And as you put your car through more stress, such as flying over ramps and dropping and shit like that, you will see cracks appear in it, which ultimately are detrimental to your car. Starting at 50 up to 350, ambitious, is our speed. You generally sort of pit out at about 110, but you do have a turbo which you have to use right off the line, because look at that, that's our opponent car, to kind of keep your speed up. And then obviously you go downhill, you speed up, you go uphill, you slow down. quite advanced for its time. It's not a port of the ZX Spectrum. I'm assuming this is Mode 0. I could be wrong. But the reason I'm assuming that is because how chunky our car is. Right, I can go up to 170. Oh, got air with turbo. I don't remember having to rely on the turbo quite so much on the Spectrum. You don't want to get massive air because of the stress it puts on your car. Although he's airborne, to be fair. Watch on the land, and then look, see, you can see a little stress crack in the top left-hand corner that just got a lot bigger. But yeah, can I not keep up with him with my regular accelerator? And do I have a turbo gauge? I don't know. But this looks crude, obviously by today's standards, but this was a big deal back then. Honestly, it really was. Especially on the Commodore 64. I'm shite. I've come off the track, and you get... Is that the best we can do, sound effect-wise? But you get a better view, like there, of what's going on 3D-wise. Right. Where am I? I can, because there's a big gap. So I've got to roll down. I've got to roll down and then get a massive run up, because I'm not going to make it. Obviously, I'm not going to catch that guy up, but to be fair, I'm pretty sure you could go faster than 110 miles an hour without the turbo in the Spectrum version. But to be fair, it's been years since I played it. Probably at least 2 years since I played the Amiga version. Did he? He did. I'm not sure how I made it up then. I literally drove up the side of the front of the ramp. Because yeah, and stuff. There's a big hole in the top right hand corner of my, I want to say manifold? I don't know. Maybe I should have just gone into practice and then selected some tracks. But come on. Put yourself in 1989 micro 8-bit, you know, mind stuff, set thing. You know what I mean? This is a big deal, especially when you consider how hard driving ran on all these micros. 16-bit versions obviously do run a lot better, as you would expect. But also they do actually destroy hard driving on the 60-bits as well. Because it's got a frame rate. Granted, that's not massively high on this, but it's there. It's there. But then it's not really fair to compare the 16-bit versions of this to hard driving because they're two entirely different games. But some of that's in your life. One day I can fly and I can also see my house from up here. Look at that. How do we still have shocks? I don't know. There's no gears in this, so maybe 110 is my top speed. I don't know. So maybe then it really is a case of strategy and, you know, very careful, considered use of, I want to say turbo, but, you know, well, turbos have flames, don't they? Because, you know, that's why you thought they were cool when you were a kid. And my face is itching because of course it is. How many laps is this? I don't know. Maybe I'll do a comparison. You know, all the 8-bits. I think I've done it on the Spectrum versus Commodore 64 to be fair, so maybe I won't. Right, stopwatch, bottom right hand corner. Does that mean he's finished? Not about finishing. It's 2023. It's about participation medals, so no little white princess gets offended. What an alien world we live in. Right, I'm just going to get massive air, see if I can destroy my car. Look at that! Oh, 2 holes and a massive crack. So I'm guessing we do have unlimited turbo. Does it overheat? I don't know. Race lost. He's just finished. Right. Oh, shites and balls. If the race is lost, why can't we just end it? The shame of making me finish the lap. Oh, we did finish. Good for you, game. Good for you. Right. Track, the little ramp. The little ramp that could. Dave, is it? No, track, little ramp. Right, race 3. I don't want to do it again. Right, 5 points to Roadhog. Jumping Jack has 3 and I have 1. A participation point. Right. Do I have to? Don't want to do it. Hey, the humpback. And I'm assuming that means green is the colour of the level. See, we're mixing it up. Was it always just the same colour on Spectrum? Although, because it's literally just vectors over coloured background, and I'm guessing there was no attribute clash. Look at that. Purple sky, green track. Oh my god, it's Hulk colours. Well played, game. It's got to be, hasn't it? someone who made this game must have been a Hulk fan. Can't be coincidence. Right, drop start. Does that mean he doesn't start the opponent until I start? Oh, pressing fire. Like, what the fuck? My turbo was kicking in. So why didn't you drop me? Hulk angry now. Hulk will smash. He won't because... Right, I'm going to try and do this then with clever feathered use. I think that means you got off the side a bit and it's, you know, fucking up the underside of your car. Clever use of the turbos. Look at him flying. I don't think he's flying yet actually, that's just the way it looked. Right, got a little bit of drawing there. There's drawing on the 16 bits to be fair. Shame we never came out on the Mega Drive. Did I ram him? I've gone through him. Casper the friendly car, that works for me. Right, how many laps? Does it even say lappage at the bottom of the screen? I don't think, yeah it does. L1. I'm assuming that what that is. It's not coordinates or something. You know, our latitude. Hey, fuck you! Fuck you, buddy. Right. So he's got a faster car, unless this isn't running properly. No, I can't see, that's the only downside, when you can't see the track. I don't know where I am, I'm flying. Yeah, when you jump and you can't see the track like that, it's basically game over. And you've lost your chance of competing with the other guy, because, well, you're fucked. You're flying off the track. That's a bit poor. To be fair, it's like that in all versions. Also, to be fair, no, our shocks don't get fucked from when it drops us. I think. I didn't see any extra damage. So we're still on lap 1. Oh, the shame. I still won't take my participation medal. I'm happy to lose. Oh! Should have done a sequel, shouldn't I? Right, I'm off the track again. See, the problem is, because you're so bouncy, like I said just now when I came off the track, alright, you could tone that noise back a bit, game. Because I'm so bouncy, yeah, it's quite easy to fly off the track. Also, it takes bloody for ages to get you back on the track. Also, yoink. Where's the clock? Bottom right hand corner. Sorry, awkward pause, concentrating. At least we've got white on the track. Right, on the inside. I guess if that's the bit of... Hey, if you fall off on that low bit, can you get back on? See, we bounced. Also... Oh, no. Fuck it. I really want to see my house from up here. Look at it struggling. Because of the steepness of the hill. Now it should speed... No, now it's speeding up. That is unheard of, mine, back then. Well played, game, well played. I wonder how this was received in Mucka. I mean, obviously in Mucka, it only came out on Commodore 64 in the 8-bits. And then obviously they would have got the Atari ST and the Amiga. Did this make it to DOS? Don't know. You're like, no. See, so obviously, when I say I lose, you know, sight of the track when I get certain air and stuff, it's about learning the track, isn't it? Memorization, basically. Yoink. Ooh, scratchy noises. I want to say that I think the Spectrum... What the fuck? Am I rotating in the air? Apparently I am. Spectrum version might be a little bit quicker. And... Oh, that hurts. Maybe the Commodore 64 version. Don't know, maybe I should get a white stick. This bit gets old, to be fair. It's all about pomp and circumstance, isn't it? But nah, just fucking drop me in it. Thank you. Should have bought my own spanners. I could have just taken it off. Yoink. Anyway, it does get points for the whole colour. More games should have green and purple. Oh, bouncing around. But it is impressive, honestly. Don't believe me, I did a gameplay of hard driving on the Amstrad, and it is awful. Although I was expecting the frame rate on this to be a little higher. But you know, it's pushing the system. It's pushing the system. Oh, don't bounce off. See, so for quite a lot of the race, pointing, you know, there, you're not actually connected to the track. Also, what do I have to do to get up to 350 miles an hour? Well, there you have it, Stunt Car Racer on the Amstrad CPC. It's impressive. It's quite hard. And I think it's not as fast as the Spectrum. And look at the amount of damage I did to my car, but I'm still in there. Apparently you only get holes on the right of the car and cracks on the left. Maybe that's how they designed cars in the 80s. Anyway, as always, I'd love to know what you think, especially if you played this back in the day. What's the difference between this and the 64K tape version? And I could just play it. It's on this system as well. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later.